Okay, my name is Chief Charles Ochu Ejieke, the current President General of ACIU. I'm from Aboji in Abiriba, Betanaman, Abiriba. I'm a financial consultant. I'm the CEO of Swiftlands. I'm also into properties. I'm a developer. I'm the CEO of Swift Estate and Properties. Okay, ACI simply means Abiriba Communal Improvement Union. It's a union that has brought all of us together. It is a rally point for every progressive ideas that is being generated by any Onye Abiriba. If you're an Abiribarian, it's a rally point for all of us. Now, when an age grade has a project, or Otu which is League of Friends, or individuals, we rally those projects around ACIU, the union. It's a union that has brought us together, which to some extent has lot of regard in the system. So the system of Abiriba, development of Abiriba is all attached in this union. Okay, it's not for life. It has 3 years. You can go for twice, for 2 terms. For example, it was zoned to my community, Aboji, 6 years for each of the three major communities. Ameke has already done their 6 years, which was shared, which was done 3 years, and Aboji is about to complete their own table on the 25th of this month. Barely few days from today. I came into power in 2021, 25th December precisely, and my tenure is going to lapse on 25th of December 2024. So from 2020, 25th December 2024, we are going to have a new president from Amo extraction. In the context of Abiriba, it is a general phenomenon, an understanding that Aimu Kata Yemu Kata, we have it equal. And Amu, anybody from Amu extraction has the right to contest. It is the duty of the people to say this person do not have integrity or have integrity to see, because a president of ACIU is the face of Abiriba outside Abiriba border, because it's all about development. So ACIU is a tool that we use interacting with government, making sure that we get dividend. If we want to talk to the local government chairman, you have to go to the ACIU that will speak the minds of the people. So it becomes very essential at that point. Now, for you to be in that position, integrity is needed. Most importantly, integrity. The reason why we talk about integrity is that if a president do not have integrity and do not have the courage, it is how the people sees the president is the value they put for the union. So the value attached to the union is by the person sitting at the helms of affairs. So it's very important that whosoever that is going to take over has the integrity, the boldness, the capacity to negotiate, and also be someone that will drop his selfish interests and go for the interests of the community in general. Very essential and important. Yes. Let me start from the. Let me start from inception. How I met ACI, where I met ACI. I met ACIU at a crossroad, actually. But you see who wears the shoes, knows where it pinches. Coming into power is not just coming into power, taking up that responsibility. There are things that led to my emergence. And one of those things were the disunity that Abiriba was already, it was looking like fire. People were so disappointed to an extent that almost chaos. So when I came, the age grade system, the 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 union could not you know, find should I say itself in the position any union should have found itself. The union was like having backbiting, fighting, nothing was moving, people kicking against the past administration, returning of documents, and the rest, which was a big, big distraction. And as you know, in leadership, I believe, you must have had, or you must have certain experiences in government. When there are distractions in government, the first things that pops up is people supporting the opposition and the people in power not giving support to the government, especially in union. I tell people, being a union president is not an administrative power. You cannot make decision alone. You bring that decision back to executive. And even if your executive approves it, it goes back to all the branches, them accepting you. And when they accept you, when you bring up projects, they will now accept in contributing funds to do those projects. But when we came in, there were court cases, and those court cases injected fear in the people. So people were like, if we contribute money to build any project, which means it's a waste, because one, we are not in peace. It's only when there is peace progress can come. So the fear of that circumstances became the problem. This administration started by working on peace. We started, negotiating peace, going from the other end to this end, the other end to this end. A long thing. Like my people usually say, there is nothing spent in making peace that can be compared with peace. So we are doing those things. Of course, time flies. There is no meeting that you put up today and you want to put it tomorrow and everybody will come. You put it and wait and see where the other ones that you have discussed, where it has digressed into. So it became an issue. You are just power tussling. You are not the president. You must go to court. Let court be the one to decide. The other faction supporting the other faction, you will not contribute money. You are not ready to do anything until this is being settled. So we did our best at that point. We met ACIU with a capital of very minimal amount to work. All the shops, virtually all the shops, they already rented them, collected money in advance. Those places that ACIU generates money has already been blocked. So there was no money coming from anywhere. And of course, no government runs with that money. ACIU doesn't have administrative power to come and start imposing taxes, because it's solely the responsibility of the local government to do that. There is nothing left for ACIU. It was an empty purse. And we did our best, dragged it from that time. Thank God we are not owing. We were able to still match the circumstances and got it right. Today, Abiriba has relevant peace. There is peace in Abiriba. Um, the Yiboka has come back together, which we had to go negotiate from Cotonou till Aba, Ukeja, Bala, and the rest of it, a lot. So if we go on the projects that has been done, if you look at the Rima Hall, even when Akahaba Stadium was dragged from us to using Akahaba to fight, which would have brought another chaos, we left it and had a little space, expanded the Rima Hall, created space where we can be generating funds for ACIU. We, most importantly, set up wonderful committees. We came up with the infrastructure committee headed by Prince A.K. Omuelu, which the present local government chairman was part of that committee. He was a member of that committee. The present chief press secretary of the present governor, Alex Oti, CTN Okon Njoko, was the secretary of that committee. We came up with wonderful ideas, infrastructure committee, electricity committee, where they were able to look through why Abiriba is yet to have electricity. Fault was, we are gotten. A very articulated report was tendered. But of course, we can't do anything without funds. So we threw it back to the financial committee where funds can be generated. In the Abiriba system or context, you can't do it alone. So when you throw it to the financial committee, it is left for them to generate funds and start doing those things, because we have shared the labor. We have shared the labor by creating these committees. We had ad hoc committees, we have subcommittees. All these things we have created. We went as far as registering an express, a transport company, with the intention that if all those things that are being put on ground start generating, from there funds can be used in getting not less than 20 vehicles that will be on the road to generate funds for ACI, where we can boycott the constant old attitude of asking for money and so many things. A lot has been done, though this interview, you can see how I was popping to. Otherwise, I would have come with most of those things and proofs of what we have done. This particular administration is one of the administrations that has been in good terms with the entire institutions in Abiriba. So it's a thing of joy that we are about to leave office, leaving Abiriba in a very good shape, unlike how we met Abiriba. We met Abiriba in a very terrible situation, almost looking as if we are in the hand of mercy for the past administration. So that is it. No, not social media high. Chief Kagunjongo Igube of Abiriba did it. We approached him as ACI. That's our job. We can't be here and be there. If you see who has capacity, you go to him. Not just the light, he was the one that we approached. He brought funds that we use in building, in reconstructing the Ubu Court road project. He brought the money. He was the one that funded it single-handedly. And we did it. It's still the road that we are applying today. Before OKZ Pazo awarded that road. After the award, we saw little or none of the impact, but that road is still what Chief Kevin Jumbo paid for, and we supervised it. We make sure that we got the quality that Abiriba was expecting. So on the light, yes, he did it. We approached him, he used his contacts, but there are people that sabotage his effort. Internal people, like I told you, many people were not happy seeing me there, because some might be thinking that it is a position left for elites. But I asked, that elite, who was his grandfather? Before the father of that person became an elite, who was his father? His grandfather. His grandfather must have been a farmer who coincidentally God blessed his son. And you, the grandson, is talking about, I am an elite. So people now saw ACIU as a thing of the cabal. We must install. I came from nowhere. I came from nowhere and took it. So when I got it, yes, I won landslide, because my campaign was based on truth and facts. So those things were the things that sabotaged the same thing Chief Kevin Jumbo wanted to do. They sabotaged it. And today, we are starting afresh. And there is no light in Abiriba. I attended different meetings with the deputy governor. I attended meeting with the deputy governor on this same issue in Ohafia. And at a point, a bill of 2.1 billion was brought, which the representative in House of Reps, Abiriba Communal, wrote a petition against them. Sorry. And they started negotiating for 100 million at that point. So these were the challenges we faced. But of course, none of this movement can be done successfully without resources. When you have limited resources, you are bound to be speechless, because a lot of people did not come out to support the administration the way it should have been, if not that we have issues. The issue of the past administration metamorphosed to what affected this present administration. So we couldn't do much as we planned in our manifesto. We were stuck in nothing, doing our best, trying to come up with ideas which led to the creation and forming of all the committees that are wonderful committees. One of the committees that we formed was the Education Committee, headed by Professor Opa, VC, ABSU, and the SSG. So he's in the committee. Even as I'm talking to you, we also gave him the responsibility to be the returning officer for the election of 25th December, which he humbly accepted. Mindless of his position, that is how we respect ACIU as a union. Okay, see what happened. Initially, it was all about a person. When you are the president, everything they talk about is the president. So I brought it back and institutionalize it, make it an institution thing, no more an individual thing. When you bring it to the institution, even in the constitution of ACIU, you are mandated to create those committees. The president is not to be everywhere. I am here in Abuja. I can't be in Abiriba at the same time. It is the committees that are the eyes of the union. So it was one of those things that has not been allowed to come to the fore. but we pushed it and dragged it back to make things to work as it's supposed. So those committees now are being saddled with the responsibility of picking up duties that they can do and bring it back to the center, and we approve it for funding. Like the health committee, we brought in the health committee and they did well. The health committee did well, extremely well, which can be attested by any Abiriba. So you cannot be in the health, be in the electricity. As the president, you can't be everywhere. We have about 11 or more committees, both subcommittees. We did those things so that the people from the grassroots can have people they can meet one-on-one to talk about their problem. So the committees allow them, both the health committee, people go straight to them to tell them what is their problem. So the health committee will report back to the executive. The executive will quickly tell Abiriba, put it up to say we need money to take care of this. So those were the things we do. And with what we have done, the next administration is going to cruise very smoothly. There's a template. So anybody that wins today can do more than a governor can do in Abiriba. No. I don't have any interest actually. I always say, whosoever they can fit, let the person bear it. Reason because this is all about service. So you take your money, your time, your energy, virtually your family. It's something you can only operate based on love. So if there's anybody or anyone contesting for the position of the general president, it's a thing of joy. Pure thing of joy. Why? Because the person coming might not understand the things that happens in the system. The system is not all that rosy. It's not all that rosy. You need somebody that has courage, somebody that can indeed deliver. Delivering is how you can unify the people so that we can start having our budget. If we say our budget for this year is 300 million, Abiriba will know that we need 300 million for this projects, which is what we came for. But issues, we call on meetings, nobody come for meetings. You try your best to beg them, nobody come because interests were lost due to what the last administration did. And where will you get the resources to work if these people cannot come and approve these funds? The Constitution says that anything you want to do for them, you bring it and the General Assembly will approve it. It's only when they approve it that they can go and talk to their branches to bring money. But nobody attends meeting. Meeting started, let me say, since my resumption of office, only 3 or 4 times that we have seen ourselves in a hall of up to 70 or 80. That's quite cool. But in the platform, we have about 1,024 already. And we still have, on the other end again, we have more than that. The people that are not in the platform are over 90% of Abiribans are not in the platform. Yet, you see 80 people in the hall. Anything you decide, they cannot stand. You don't have the ability to source or touch funds. Any land that you touch, you see them in court. You go this end, you see them in court. You go this end. Nothing. It was just chaos, fighting. Even as I'm talking to you, the past administration has not even handed over
to you.
documents to me. So ask me, if you were in my position, what will you do? You can't do anything because you are fighting. What it takes to fight is more than what it takes to build on progress. Fighting can distract anyone, even the idea. At a point you get weak. At a point you feel, what am I gaining from this? Why would I kill myself for this? What is all this for? So all these things has impacted and affected our people so much. The next administration, trust me, because it's seamless. You have created the template and the platform where they are going to build upon. So that's why I said I'm happy. Because this particular administration has suffered the worst ever from the inception 1942 till today. No administration has witnessed what this administration has witnessed. So we just thank God that there's life. We thank God that this union did not break into two, because that was the plans of the wicked, that they should break it and have a faction of ACIU. But to God be the glory. The Abiriba men, the people in Abiriba stood firm for the truth and insisted that this union must remain one. And that it is, and that it must remain. Nobody can break that unifying spirit, that bond that has brought us all as Bavarians. Nobody can break it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.